Hi everyone. Welcome. Um I'm going to be using these decks today to clarify some messages. I definitely think that there's been a lot of heavy energy. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. The divine feminine have really been working their asses off. But I do want to point some things out that just necessarily haven't been like, look at the bottom, that haven't been sitting well with me. And the only reason why is because I think everyone has such a different perspective that maybe I can add some, extra light on situations where I feel some people don't feel like they're being heard, or they don't feel like they're being, they just don't feel like they're being heard. They don't feel like they're being understood. And so because everyone's opinions are so different and their perspectives are so different, there's not necessarily going to be one universal language except for emotions that are really going to bring people together. I'm like, I sound like the girls who I'm just like, oh my God, they just sound so love and light all the time. But hey guys, I wanted to use this deck. This is the regular master like Rider-Waite tarot deck, but it does have like some different images. I want to get into the message just because my channeled messages that I'm getting are, and I'm just being honest, the divine feminines are done, fed up, tired. I don't work anymore for you. I don't work for you anymore. This doesn't work. This isn't working. And we're going to find out. We already know why it's working. So one thing that I was telling my spirit guides and ancestors earlier is sometimes when I look at these readings, everybody, look, I was like, that was the card that came out. But everyone, I feel like sometimes the information that I have is a little bit earlier onset than some of these readings and some of these people that come on here. And so I'm just compelled to tell you these messages. And when you find it, it's going to be for you. But I definitely think that right now there's certain people who are on my frequency who are experiencing what I'm experiencing. And this is going to be, if you guys watch my videos, like, and if you're my friends, you kind of stay in my circle. This is kind of what is going on at the time and what needs to be done, because a lot of the videos that I'm seeing right now regarding like the spiritual energy is already telling us you and your partner are like not together, and you and your partner are trying to reconcile, and you and your partner, like they're just haven't, it's stagnant and there's no movement yet. And there has to be something that's happening, and I'm going to let you inside. I'm going to take you into the 5D and let you know what's going on in the 5th dimension. And that's it. Cheers. Let's do prayer. Heavenly Father, spirit guides, ancestors, and protective angels, thank you for waking us up today and bringing us all this love and light and energy. I appreciate the reassurance, reconciliation, the love and abundance that you give us on an everyday basis. I'm going to be doing a reading today for the collective to let them know what's been going on in the 5D and the 5th dimension, so they can kind of understand where their person's at, where their situation's at, what's going on with their opportunities, career, love, work, life, and family. And I just really appreciate you for all the messages that you give me, and me being the person that gets to express these messages to the rest of the collective. Again, I love you. I appreciate you. If you're not called upon, you're not welcome into this reading. And yeah, I'm going to be asking some very specific questions, and I'm probably going to be diving deep. And I appreciate you and love you so much. Amen. Okay. So, ow, my finger. I already shuffled them like a little bit, but I'm going to shuffle them a little bit more. Okay, so okay, right now, immediately I can get that there's a spiritual warfare. And it's a spiritual warfare on this person, whoever like you're in union with right now. This devil energy is putting the fire. I actually see the fire hot as fuck this time. I don't know why, but it's putting the fire under this person's ass to manipulate you. Like literally, they're trying to come and manipulate you with tactics that you know don't work. And it's almost like everything else is dark in this photo except for the fire that's under his ass. It's like there's so much darkness around this person that the only light that they see is like, it's portrayed light. It's like, how do I put it into better senses? It's more like this, the light that this person sees, that the light and the right way that this person sees and getting out of this situation and making it better, the only thing that they've learned is toxic ways. So they're, even if it's a less toxic way and a more toxic way, because they learned both toxic ways, both ways that they take out are going to be toxic. And that's what I'm getting. So the devil is definitely influencing their energy to use a more toxic tactic towards coming towards you. Ooh, I mean, I'm shuffling the wrong way, but I do also want to say women like to think that they're smarter than men. Men aren't dumb. They play dumb so we can take care of them, so we can be the provider and the person that takes over like the situations. So they're not dumb. They're just manipulators so they can be lazy. And I'm getting right now, the person that you're dealing with, or the person that, as high as you are, and as if you're on a spiritual journey, however, whatever level and status that you feel like you're at, the person who you're dealing with and the work levels that you're dealing with and the family situations that you're dealing with are also at that level. So stop underestimating people just because they don't show their true potential like you do. Okay, what other messages do we have for the collective? Because one thing I want to point out is like being toxic is one thing, but choosing to keep being toxic is like, ugh. And this person might like be dirty and not take showers. It's like, you know, the less they take showers, like the more grimy and like disgusting they get. It's like the nastier decisions they make, the more they don't like keep up with themselves. Any more messages? Okay, so I have the Nine of Pentacles. So definitely keep working on yourself. This is going to be in the middle of the spread. So with the Nine of Pentacles and the Devil, maybe someone is stalking you and energetically stalking you. So remember I said I want to keep it in the 5D. So with this devil energy lurking around your person, and what lurking devil energy looks like is people around you that are low vibrational, meaning the people around you aren't making good decisions. The people around you aren't giving you good advice, helpful advice. People around you aren't sympathizing with your emotions. So that's the type of energy that is around you, and they're not helping you make good decisions, not because they're not like you. They're not trying to not make good decisions. And this is for the counterpart. So the person you're dealing with, this is for them. It's not that they can't make good decisions. It's the fact that, and also I was saying that you're different. So you don't know any better and you're trying to make the best decision, but they don't know any better, but they still want to do the wrong thing. So there's a difference. And that's why I say strongly that there's a choice in life. And I also wanted to say, I just found out that the way people are, because everyone wants to, you know, there's this huge differentiation between, oh, being spiritual and like the, you know, reality in the physical world that we have. But I want to put two and two together to help you guys kind of create a one-minded like mind on, you know, what these both are, because spirits are something that's spiritual, correct? But people talk about spirits at church. And then we also have our 3D world, which we live in, which you cannot see spirits. But I just found out when sometimes when people, when you feel like you get too drunk and like, you know, you have like this weird, like, what is that thing called? Merry-go-round effect. And it feels like you're being pulled and sucked towards the ground. It's because there's energies that are around you that are like pushing you and forcing you. Like, I don't know if you, this is an energy. Have you guys ever been outside and the wind has been too strong and it kind of pushed you like just a little bit? There's entities that are out here because they haven't crossed over and they don't want to choose to be good people. Excuse me. And it's not good people because it's the essence of the earth. And so they come here, and that's why sometimes when you get in certain places like graveyards, that the energies are so weird and lurky and high that you don't know what to do. Like, everyone probably feels really weird when they go to a funeral because there's other energies there watching someone else being crossed over into this limbo world. Let me calm down for a second because I do want to get these messages out. Going back to what I just said though, because you can't, like I said, certain places have a certain frequency and a certain energy when you go there. If people died a lot in one place, you can feel the energy there. If people are happy in one place, you can feel the energy there. So that's the spiritual part that a lot of people who only resonate with the 3D world and things that are touchable and tangible, that's the only thing that they can actually like see. So when, for those people, spirits are real. And so that's why when you go to church and you hear the Holy Ghost and things like that. So just because you can't see it with your eyes doesn't mean you can't feel it. And that's what makes it real, because emotions are real. And then going on the other side of things that are 3D, I just found out that when these spirits, when you're drunk and you're being pulled to the earth, the spirits do things like kind of push you or make someone bump into you, you know, to make you fall. Because how does the spirit get into your body? The spirit needs a wound. The spirit needs an opening. You can't just go through our mouths where there's no, you know, it's like, it's not, how do I put it out there? I can't explain it to that type of level because of, I haven't learned the information yet, but I do know that if you have a cut on your body or something hurts or something is healing, energetically, because there's things that are going on, like we know how things heal on a cellular level, but there's some things in life that don't heal. So because our bodies are like that and they can heal themselves, that's where the spiritual and supernatural part comes in. Like, hey, our bodies can heal ourselves, our brain can heal ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And so that's where the supernatural kind of part comes in. And I really think that with this information of when you are drunk, entities can enter your body because we're supernatural people. Like a lot of the, I don't know if, okay, let me put an example, because if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, when a horse gets hurt and it breaks its leg, they usually have to put it down because there's no way usually how that horse is going to heal. And now there's other ways that they can do it. But before, there was no way how to heal these fucking horses. So they just have to put the horse down. But a human can break their arm or their leg or have a stomach ache or have a concussion or have an arm chopped off or a leg chopped off or live with no limbs and definitely still be alive. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's really, you guys really have to have a wider perspective of what's happening in the world. And I think going in with this 9 of Pentacles energy, that there's a lot of like, there's a lot of chaos in the background of your life. But because you're focusing on yourself and not letting other things get to you, I do think that there's a brighter light. And I'm tired. Come on, Spirit, because you know I hate grabbing cards off the floor. Okay, so with that, I do have the Page of Wands. And then with the Page of Wands, I am seeing like new ways of looking at situations. This could be like a new like love interest or a new connection or a new friendship, or I can resonate with that. I've been having like good new friendships. But it's like a good friendship where, you know, you're not letting like this past like toxic energy get in the way of you having like a better life. But tell me about, now I'm going to go back on this devil. Tell me about this devil energy. What does this devil want though? The devil wants you to be foolish. The devil wants you to feed in to what they're giving you. They don't want to see you move on with this new Like, they don't want to see you move on with like this new life. Like, look, that's even a new bag. And the old Rider-Waite, the bag is all like tattered and just all, it looks like an old t-shirt and a diaper or something. But look, you like, look, I got my little freakum dress on. So the devil doesn't want to see you move forward because they want to keep you in this cycle. But that's so annoying. In the fifth dimension, what's going on with the Nine of Pentacles? Fuck. Okay. So right now you're in your head about going back and forth, even though you have the information with the High Priestess. You're going back and forth with yourself because you do see, like, you know, it's just like no one wants to start over. No one wants to start things over. And I get that. But it's also, let me go back to this devil energy because the devil just doesn't want to see you start over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at this. They do not want to see you start over. And I definitely feel like you're ready to start over. I feel like maybe this person's going to come in with an offer and say that they want to start over. Because like, it's like new look. It's like the devil energy saying, hey, I need to keep this person close to me. And then what are new ways of keeping this person close to me? Because I don't want them to go off and like, you know, be this fucking fool to somebody else when they can be my fool. And then I have the Three of Wands, which is, yeah, I'm ready to like fucking take that leap. Like, what is the leap that we're taking right now? But from 0 to 3, do I really think that? Do I think that this person evolved? Do I think that this person evolved from the Fool to now you want to take like endeavors? Now you want to have like all this fruitful stuff, you know? Now you want to have like a secure home. So did you really learn that fast? And this is literally like 0 to 3 months, 0 to 3 months. Did you learn your lesson that fast? I'm not saying that you can't learn your lesson in 3 months. I'm just saying when you get triggered and you get tested, are you going to fail? Because if this is your first time taking this test, you get tested all the time. I get tempted every fucking day. Every day I get tempted with food. I get tempted with people. I get tempted with opportunities. I get tempted with things that I could have them if I want them, but it's wasting my time instead of me waiting for something that's going to be a little bit more fruitful. Look, the World card. So these cycles that you're going through. And so everybody else, remember I said I'm going to keep it in the 5D, but I do want to make something sure. I want you to know that the person that you're dealing with knows. They just know. The person that you're dealing with also has a dark side. The person that you're dealing with, it's like, damn, I hate to say it, and I just have to put it out there. The person that you're dealing with, literally who's in this negative energy and trying to like, you know, don't want to let you go. They just don't want to let you go because they just don't want to let you go. That's just, sometimes that's, you know, what it is. But this High Priestess, this person who knows everything, has been in their head. They have been trying to figure out how you feel. They've been trying to figure out if this is going to work. But in reality, the person who's over here, who's toxic, that's dealing with this like devil energy, they only see a new future. They only see the land that they want to conquer. They don't see a happy home. They just want to get out of the situation that they're in. They just don't want to feel bad. They just don't. But like, you know, when you focus so much on the things that you don't want, that's what you bring attention towards. So focus on the things that you do want. And I'm like, is this a message for me? Focus on the things that you do want, but also go in with some discernment. go in knowing that you know the past, you know the history, so you kind of know what to expect. But it's also like, I don't know, because I'm getting, spirits, tell me about this Page of Wands, because I haven't addressed it. In their head, they want to make this Three of Pentacles of them looking at the world differently and add an extra page and make it the Four. And make it the Four. I said Pentacles. I mean, the Three of Wands. You already have the Three of Wands over here. Saying, hey, I want like a new outlook in life, but like, you know, these are two different cards, but they do kind of play like in the same sense of wanting to have a new outlook on life. And then also, you know, like having like new opportunities and looking at things different in a different perspective. So I wonder how my voice sounds, because I try to articulate, but then my voice gets really like, and I don't know why it gets like that. Like, I don't know who I was, who I am in my past life, or I don't know what. She was just very like, because when I do my readings, I'd be like, I just don't know what type of energy that is. And so, yeah, you want to make it into, this person wants to make it into the Four of Wands energy. And that's just like a really loving home, really like, you know, wanting to do things that you've been talking about and dreaming about, wanting to like bake cookies and just be happy and the sun is shining. But definitely in their head about bringing like this offer towards you, definitely in their head about bringing like, you know, this perspective of what they think. They're definitely in their head about thinking, you know, they're in their head for sure, because I have the Ten of Cups. Ooh, but this High Priestess knows, look, this High Priestess knows that this person is in their head. She's like, yeah, I know everything that you do. And then this person's like, oh, what the fuck do I do? But this is like in 3D. And then this is like 5D, but this is 3D. This person can't sleep because they know what they did. But this person can't sleep because it's like they're up all night analyzing information. I'm like, come on, Spirit. We know this already. Do you guys know this stuff already? Oh, you guys know this stuff already. You have to, because I know it. Okay. So tell me more about the Ten of Swords. I'm like, is that the Ten of Swords? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Nine of Swords. The Ten of Swords is stabbing in the back. And I knew at the top, but I just had to be sure because I have had a couple drinks. Anyways. So tell us about the Nine of Swords. Damn, this person is in conflict because they have conflict in their regular life. It's like people just standing up for themselves. Like, why? My thing is, I don't know if it's just me, but why stand up for yourself if you know that you're wrong? Like, you're not standing up for integrity. You're not standing up for the right thing. Like, you're standing up for yourself because you don't want to look wrong. You're standing up for yourself because you feel that it's the right thing to do, but literally it's autopilot. You've never had to really apologize to someone and think about how you actually feel, because all the other times you were manipulating how they felt. And if you don't think you're manipulating how someone feels, then if you don't know how someone truly feels about you, and then when they actually tell you for the first time and you're just like, oh my God, that's how you actually felt, maybe you were trying to manipulate that person. Because if these things that they're saying for the first time you've never heard before, and usually like how emotions work, and I hate when people try to come out and say like, oh, you didn't tell me before, you didn't tell me this stuff before, but how emotions comes out is usually, and this isn't for people who are emotionally blocked, you try to come out to the person and reach out to them and let them know that you could be feeling some type of way. But if the other person receiving it on the other side doesn't say, hey, if they don't analyze the situation and they're just going based off and they're just on autopilot and they go, you're never going to see where this person comes from. You're never going to see why they do the things that they do because you're on autopilot. You don't take the time to access and be present in the moment. And being present in the moment definitely has to do with a lot of analyzing yourself. What the fuck did you do today? You're so worried about everyone else and being like on everyone else's dick and wondering who did this and wondering what they did and what they won and what they lost and what they're into and what they're interested in. And yet you sit at home wondering what everyone else is doing and you have all this chaos around you. And then you don't know. It's like you can't even differentiate what's good for you and what's not good for you because you're so consumed in other people's lives. And that's why you're confused. Oh, but what about myself, Because like for me too, that's why I'm confused. And it's because I'm so consumed in other people's lives because I just want to feel wanted. And I think everyone's inner child just wants to feel wanted. Everyone's inner child wants to feel safe. Everyone's inner child wants to feel secure. Everyone's inner child wants to feel like a child. And I'm so tired of people judging, children. And I've been hearing lately, because there's a lot of childlike energy because people's inner childs aren't healed. But I've been hearing a lot lately that, oh, when I was younger, I wasn't appreciative for the stuff that my mom gave me. And I wasn't, I didn't really know, how much she struggled. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up with that shit. And this is not for a kid. This is not a kid friendly video. Shut the fuck up with that shit. You're a kid. And I hate when parents make kids feel like it's their responsibility to be grateful. You're trying to provide for them. So let them be happy. You have your own shit going on. So why are you going to your kid and saying, everyone else in the world is ungrateful? You need to be grateful. I understand you're trying to get them to be grateful and get them to be receptive to the hard work that you're putting in on the connection and the relationship with your kid. But literally at the end of the day, it's a fucking kid. Let them live their life. Let them grow. If you're going to give them shit and try to teach them the lesson, but don't expect them to be grateful when you are not even grateful to yourself. You're not even grateful for your life. You're not even grateful for your fucking kids. And that's why you expect them to be grateful. And I hope somebody who needs to hear this hears this motherfucking video because it's for you. Stop judging your kids. Stop taking your kids on fucking exposés and moving to different places and making yourself feel like, you're the focal of their fucking life when you created these kids. And most of the time when parents get older, they want their kids to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? So they put all this extra guilt and all this extra they put guilt in just suppressed emotions that they have on their kids. And then they say, hey, you're not a good kid. Hey, you're not doing what you need to do. Hey, I gave you some of the tools, but I'm not going to give you all the tools because I don't want you to be better than me. That shit is so spiteful and it's so ugly and it's so don't prepare your kids for the worst in life because then their life is going to be worse. Prepare your kids for the best in life and maybe their life would be a little bit better, but you can't necessarily, parents can't do that because they're not doing it for themselves. And so all these millennials, and I mean millennials right now because we're between the ages of 27 and 32, I definitely, or maybe 30, around 35, maybe 30, yeah, around 35 because my sister's 34. And so 35, 34, whatever, you guys grew up in 2000s. You saw things change. You saw that your life has changed. You saw that shit wasn't right. You said, hey, my parents aren't doing shit right. And then you have kids and you do the same shit. And then you're wondering why you're in the same cycle. And now you're feeling exactly how your parents felt. Now you're feeling exactly how your dad felt. Now you're feeling exactly how your mom felt. Now you're sitting here thinking, hey, what are the decisions that I need to make in life to be a better person? And then you go back to the same people like your mom or your fucking dad who put you in the same position and expect them to help you. when they've been watching you struggle, when they only been giving you the bare minimum. They were done fucking with you when you were 18, right? So you still go back to them thinking that they're going to help you out some more. They stopped helping you when you were 18. What the fuck is that about in the first place? Or even before that. So I just want to get into it. After I said that, shit got quiet. Around here, shit got quiet. There was birds hooting and dogs, and I could hear the butterflies and shit. But after I said that, that shit's quiet. And I just want to knock that shit out the door because I don't even know what type of language I use. This is just what the fuck I say. I'm just knock that shit out the door, take it out, take the trash out. Like, stop thinking how you do. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's stopping you is your attitude and thinking that people are going to judge you in a certain way. But you're just afraid to lose the people around you. But in reality, these people that are around you, they love setting you up for failure. And you don't even see it because you're trying to be the hero in everybody's fucking life. You're trying to be a hero in a town of villains. And you sit here and then you ask yourself, why are these things happening to me? Why are these horrible things happening to me? How can this be happening? And you don't take the time to assess the people around you, but yet you want to blame the people who actually have a different lifestyle than you, who are trying to help you out. And I think I just think it's crazy. So let's get some more messages. I'm done with these. Your message of the day was your person is in their head because they felt like they let people lead them in the wrong way. But right now, the decision that they're about to make, because you already made the decision in your head. There's only one person, actually both people, because it's a mirroring effect. So both people are contemplating, but you're being spiritually judged. Like I'm telling you, y'all keep fucking around and you keep playing around and you keep not putting the work in. Cause I was going to say putting the work in, but look, Queen of Wands. Okay, maybe put in the work in. Let me see. Okay, yeah, no. You're putting in work. Look, if you keep putting in the work in and being hopeful in this situation with this person who obviously, this is the person who comes back and they don't have any change to action. This is the person who says that they're sorry, but yet, look at all these fucking rivers and tears and shit that they're crying. But it's like, you can't cry if you put yourself in that situation. You put yourself like they say, come into the church. You're like, no, we just gonna come out the church. Like, it's just the pride that you fucking have. And so the next steps with this person and the next steps what's gonna happen is like they're being spiritually judged. How they move towards you. However you come towards this person, I feel like I'm fucking sounding like everybody else. However you want to come towards this person, you're being judged. And some of you guys, I'm getting a message. Okay, look, some of you guys are being spiritually judged. And because you think that your intentions are in the right place and they're not, because your intentions can only be in the right place if pretty much and I always tell people, and I'm a firm believer of this, either it's a win-win situation or it's a self-sacrifice situation. So if you're not going to sacrifice and lay down everything on the line, and you're not going to tell this person what exactly happened, and it doesn't even matter because people go through situations, let me put it like this. People go through situations their whole fucking life where they had to stand up for themselves. You're not telling me that you're a 30-year-old or above and telling me that you've never been in a confrontational situation. And if you did, you were probably the person that had to self-sacrifice and you stepped down because you didn't want that confrontation. But other people, you had to get into a confrontation with somebody, whether that's argument, talking to someone, fighting them, physically putting your hands on them, whatever the case is. And so you can't tell me that you sit here and you say, I don't know what steps to take towards this person because I've never been in this situation before. But I know that if I don't move, I'm just going to miss out on the opportunity and I don't even care. And then what's going to happen next is you're going to get your karma for that because you didn't handle the situation correctly. You just chose yourself and you decided that you decided to choose yourself and you decided to say that, hey, my intentions are good because, I don't really know what I'm doing. But God knows. God, you can't hide anything from God. God knows what you know. So it's like, who are you really trying to fool at the end of the day? God knows that you know what to do. God knows that he gave you gifts and you gave them to other people. God knows that you betrayed other people and then try to play it off like you didn't know what was happening and then try to play that your intentions were good. I'm telling you right now, stop fucking around, you guys. What messages? Because what fear is holding you back? Fear, if whoever's watching this and you feel like you're in a situation and it's getting away from this person or coming towards this person, fear is holding you back. Fear is an illusion. And when people say fear is an illusion, that means that if you want to do something enough, you're going to fucking do it. You do everything else in life. The only things that you're scared of is what the government tells you to be scared of. Paying your bills, making sure you have food to eat and a roof over your head, making sure to have a love life, making sure that, you know, your friends are always happy and your family's always happy. These are illusions that we literally sit in. And then when we feel like the illusion doesn't appear to our life anymore, we get scared. But if you're always scared, you're never going to get the things that you want in life. And in my experiences living as a person, as a Black woman, I definitely think I get the things that I want because I want them. So I'm going to go out to go get them. So if you're afraid to go get the things that you want, be prepared to live in this energy of you feeling sad all the time and feeling like other people are overachievers and feeling like other people are doing more than you and feeling like other people have more than you. And you're just going to be in a place of lack because you can't step up and literally put yourself on the line. You didn't die before. And the more you do it, the only difference between people who are confident and people who are insecure is the people who are insecure just don't put themselves out there enough. The people who are confident have probably got rejected 50,000 times. The people who are insecure have probably got rejected 500 times. And so that's the only difference between you waking up and wanting to do your goals and feeling like you can do it and not do it. And when you, and when you're in a new area of learning something, it is going to feel scary. It will always feel scary. It will always feel like you're not doing the right thing. But until something else shows you otherwise, until something else shows you otherwise, until God comes to show you that this isn't the right way, why are you afraid? If God has not came in and wrecked your whole fucking life over this one situation, if there's a situation in your life and you feel like you want it, and you haven't made any steps towards it and you're waiting for it to come towards you because you're afraid because you don't know what the situation or the outcome's going to be, you're letting it pass it up. You let the bus pass you by. You said next bus. But let me give some advice on if you're not that person and you do want to take fucking life by the horns and you do want to take that next step, you're still alive. This is the number one thing. You're still alive. You're in a position so you can be tested. God wants to know how much love you have for him. God wants to know for him, for her. God wants to know, and that's the God inside you. So it is him and her. They want to know how willing and devoted you are to yourself, how willing and devoted you are to your emotions and the lifestyle that you want, because I'm hearing a lot of you guys are going to lose a life for it. You're going to lose a life by being fearful. You're going to lose a life by not standing up. And I don't know what that means. And I'm not going into it. So there's like some, spiritual council court. Damn. And I'm telling you, whatever this cycle is, wrap it up. And I feel like people know exactly what I'm talking about. Damn, there's 2 cards and they flapped out like flam. Okay, there's shit. I knew it. I'm all like, shit. Okay, I need to read these cards because okay. Yeah, this person can't get over their last heartbreak. They don't want to look stupid to their friends. They want to put in the hard work on the side. My thing is, I can clearly see that you're fucking heartbroken, but I don't think it's over this new love. It's over the ex. And maybe how things ended, or how maybe, yeah, how fucking things ended. Maybe you were mean to them and you didn't mean to be mean. Maybe, yeah, maybe you were mean to them and you didn't mean to be mean as you did. But because you're impulsive and because you make look at this, because you're and look, the devil is under you with the emperor. You saw this emperor, you saw this person who you thought was amazing and like fucking like, wow. They were this high priestess and you saw them and you literally let the devil in you take over and had no self-control. For me, this is upsetting because I'm going to get what we need to do after, but it's also like, who raised y'all? Or who raised like this counterpart, you know? Like, definitely like narcissistic energy. Whoever this person is, it's not that they don't want to be, if they want to be with you, but they don't want to be with you, I feel, because of you. I feel like they want to be with you because what you do for them, and or how you make them feel. And for myself, I just feel like I'm at a place in life where I feel like if I want to be with someone, I want to be with you because of who you are. I want to be with you because, yes, you benefit me, but, you know, it's because I was initially attracted to who you are and the essence of who you are as a person. And, you know, because your life can change and people's life can change and people's like personality traits can change. But like, do you love them for who they are? And I definitely think like with this situation, I don't know, I'm just getting like this person really loved like the last person that they were with. And that could be you, collective, but I feel like I'm speaking to myself right now, which is weird, but whatever. Yeah, you want to move forward. Both of you guys want to move forward. Both of you guys definitely want to move forward. I have the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. Someone's looking at life in a different perspective, but someone's looking to completely like move forward. But what's going to happen? Like, if you take this person back, what's going to happen? Because this person's impulsive. They just make decisions when they're in the emotion. They don't even let it sit. And then they tell you. And then it's like they tell you like, oh, I made my decision. I made a decision, but it had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with how you felt. It had nothing to do, you know, like I just made the decision because that's how I was feeling at the time. And I think that that's like, you know, that's what kids do. Okay, so what's the last card before I need you to tell me what the collective needs to do? I'm not into the whole, what should we do? And, you know, what can they do? I need you to be direct after this card. Let me focus here first. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups. So, yeah, I see this person, and I'm just, the first initial thing was this person is like, because I don't think that this is the end of the reading because I didn't do my original 9 spread. So I don't think that's what that is. And please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that this person is hitting up other people. I think this person is hitting up people from their past. You know, or celebrating with their friends. That shit didn't work out. I don't know. Tell me more about this 3 of Cups before I get what the collective needs to do. Ah! I hate when my cards fall. I'm like, move forward. Move forward. And I'm going to be really honest with this next one because I'm going to get you guys some advice on what you need to do. So moving forward was definitely like, you know, part of the plan. So moving forward from this connection, and I definitely think it's going to make you happier. If you want to be a person that wants to explore a bunch of different connections with people, a relationship is not going to help. Because unless you're someone that wants to enjoy people just for the essence of people, it's for an intentional reason. And it doesn't matter what you think in your head. If it's something other than just like, you know, for explorational, and I don't even want to say explorational. Let me put it as, if you want to get to know people outside of yourself, if you want to know people outside of your relationship more than the person that you do inside of your relationship, you need to be single. If people stand out to you more than the person does that is in your relationship, you need to be single. Because, yeah, I don't know what the fuck. And I really try to give people benefit of the doubt of like, you know, being victorious and like trying to figure things out. But I definitely feel that if you don't start working on yourself now, you're going to be exactly like our older generation, exactly like our parents, exactly the same mindset, you guys. And I do want to say for the Black people on here, because I might have some Black people watch me, just how you guys say about white generations and how their generational curses and generations after generations oppressed Black people. I do want to say you're not helping your bloodline by representing yourself in the way that you're representing yourself right now, because you're turning yourself into that fucking auntie who doesn't want to talk to everybody. You're turning yourself into that mom who yells at her kids all the time. You're turning yourself into that brother who enables everyone all the time. You're turning yourself into that child or whoever the fuck it is, wherever you want to fit it into your life. You're fitting yourself into that narrative of exactly what you complain about. My mom didn't do this for me and she was emotionally unavailable, and you're sitting here emotionally unavailable, not willing to listen to anybody and how they feel. So again, you're, you know, like the fight is kind of counterproductive. And I'm not here for it. So what is the messages? I feel like I need like to... What does the collective need to do? The first message was move forward. Just get the fuck out of there. Just leave it alone. What any other messages? I'd be sad because I'd be having dreams. Okay, Queen of Cups. Focus on yourself. Focus on your emotions. Focus restoring your emotions back to a place where you don't feel like you need other people to make you happy. Any other messages? Am I going to eat Mexican food today? What am I going to eat? Any other messages? Okay, you need to... I'm saying the things that they need to do, Spirit. I'm like, send a message, get a message. This person's coming, though, not happy. Their horse isn't happy, but they're happy to bring the message to you. I was like, is my camera dirty? Anyways, he's happy. I don't know if you can see that. I'm like, come on. I'm like, do I have to put another card behind it? Let me see. Anyways, he's happy though. Maybe my screen's dirty. He's happy to come to receive his cup of love, but this bitch is over here like, he's trying to offer me something. Like, look at her cup and look at his cup. Whatever. What does the collective need to do when this person comes in with this message again? Ooh, use your discernment. Use your discernment. See how this person can, you know, Be the boss bitch that you are. I'm like sorry, I might have some males watching. Be feminine, be open. Know that you created things for yourself that are unshakable. Use your intuition. Be logical is what I'm getting. Be in your emotions, but be logical. And I'm also getting the Chariot. And move forward. This person just wants to come in because their life is not that good. Like they're trying to make it seem like this sun situation is all peachy and cream until fucking, like, I don't even know. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely think it's all peach. It's like they're trying to offer you something, and them offering it to you, it's like they see the comparison of you guys' cups, which I showed earlier, but it's like you're not accepting this cup that God's giving you because, surprise, Shawty, it could be another lesson. And that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, like, if you're watching this video for some guidance and you feel like you're the person that is doing everything right in the situation, and you just kind of feel like you're kind of fed up with the situation that you're in and the opportunities that you have, walk away. But if I think you're on the opposite end of this and you're the person that is doing, it's like this energy lets me know that the person on the other end who is being apologetic and like, trying to come in with like this love offer, they're doing it because they don't want to be alone. They're doing it because they don't want to feel in lack. They don't want to feel their feelings. They want to feel good. And so that's not fair to you. And I definitely think that, let me get some of these. I'm going to pull some dark mirror cards really quick because this is like a 51-minute reading. Jeez. I love you guys though, because I haven't made one. I make one like once a month on here, but I do them try to do them weekly on Instagram. And if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm not cool enough yet to do like live readings on like YouTube. Also, a lot of people who I know are very wary of the work that I do because I'm not an in-your-face type of person. I don't showcase my characteristics to you. I just let you kind of figure it out because I could tell you who I am all day, and if you feel different, I just wasted my breath. Okay, so what is coming in for the collective? What are they not seeing? The light. Woo! That was tough. Okay, so I just got that message without even pulling the card. If you're in a position that, if you're the person that I'm talking about and you feel like you need to make things right, why do you contemplate going back and forth to God? Because that's the most up high disrespect, is ask God for a chance to change, ask God for things to work out, ask God for another chance, and you beg God and you beg them and you beg and you beg and you're just like, oh, please just make it work and I'll do it and I'll do it. And then when you get the opportunity, you don't do it. Oh. You can't be protected if you mistreat your ancestors. What message? What is the collective not? What is the collective not seeing? Okay, so it doesn't look like Queen of My World. Excuse me. So by the next full moon, what number is this? Number 24. Number 24. So I'm going to read out the book. It says, Queen of my world, full moon phase. I set my limits to my world. Inside I am queen and outside is lost. So going dark, there's a space. There's is a space out and space in. There is a realm and what is mine, and there is other places. I will not care if my world is made of thorns and ice, and if it was carved by, or if it was, and if it's carved by my blood. My world is my world. I rule. I decide the borders, and I am the law. I am the princess. I am the blood in the veins of its heart. I am the warrior. I am the bride. I am alone. I am the first among many. I be fearful of my world because it's paved my hopes and dreams. You have no power there. I am greater than the stars and more beautiful than the moon. Oh, it was all the way up there. Sorry, you guys. I'll let you look at it for a second. I'm like, literally. Look, my friend was talking about 3 moons. So this lets me know that sorry, I'm trying to get a message that is not so like I'm cussing you out. I'm like, I definitely feel with this card. Ooh, I definitely feel with this card. If you're the person that is trying to reconcile the situation, you're going to go back to your old ways. Literally, like you say, you want to change, you want all these things to happen, and you're going to go back to your old ways. And the reason why I say that is because anyone that is so consumed with their world, saying that my world is made of sticks and ice. I was just thinking to myself earlier, I don't know if you guys watch Adventure Time, but Ice King, he's like this weird obsessive king that's obsessed with like Princess Bubblegum. And she's just like, oh my God, love and light and love and light. And then he's just like, oh my God, I need to collect all the princesses. And he's just super obsessed with like the princesses. And I definitely think like this type of energy of like just you're trying to collect on your bitches, like for real. Like you're trying to literally like have like a roster, and that's like player energy to me. And if it's not that, then literally you have to think to yourself, why am I not okay with commitment? If I'm not really trying to have like this player like roster, then how come I'm not okay with commitment? You can't blame it on your parents. You can't blame it on your friendships. You can't blame it on your experiences, because these things that you go through are supposed to make you a better person. So you have to think to yourself, the situations that I've been in, and maybe I haven't been trying my best, and maybe it's not the best situation for me because I'm not trying to be a good person. And that's so sickening, because you're trying to capture all these people who are good people. I literally see like Princess Bubblegum literally like in her laboratory trying to fucking like help her fucking food people, because her food people don't know any better. So she's trying to feed them things and take care of her kingdom, her candy kingdom of peppermints and muffins and all this types of shit. And then, you know, it's like Jake and Finn coming in there and saying like, oh my God, Princess Bubblegum, like, what are you doing? Let's like try to like collaborate together. And then this Ice King comes in and is just like, oh my God, you have like this whole world that you're doing. You have people who you don't really talk to. Like they're really trying to keep you like in this cage. After this reconciliation, they're going to try to keep you in this cage because they feel guilty about the things that they've been in. And I just really feel, I'm speaking so much. I just really feel that I really want this person to heal, because you being in control is the number one thing that creates you not to be in control. You trying to control situations is the number one way how to get out of control of a situation. And let's get some more messages, because I left you guys on the dark mirror. Then I'm going to leave you on this with the 4 Agreements tarot card. And this has been just like a really big, my friend bought me the book. And she's right. I stopped at the first chapter and was like, be impeccable with my word. Like, I need to make sure that the shit that I'm saying to people and everyone is resonating, because one thing that I won't tolerate is no bullshit. Is someone saying something that I didn't say, or taking my words and misconstruing them and being like, you know, just Appraiser of not the truth. So let me see. What messages do you have today for the 4 agreements for my collective? I'm going to pull 4. What are the 4 messages that you have today for my collective? And I like to shuffle my cards because if they're always sitting in there, like maybe that's not the message. And this is the shit that I was talking about. So the first card, I'm going to pull 4. Can I have 4 messages? 2. Can I have 4 messages? Hopefully I'll be done with this like at 101. Can I? I'm like, that's in a minute. Oh my God. Okay, 4 messages. Maybe 111. 4 messages for the collective. Ooh, 4 moral messages. I'm getting like core value messages. These are going to be parts to help you with your core values. So the first one is going to be take action without expecting a reward. Always do your best. Do your best and take action because you love it, not because you expect a reward. When you take action without expecting a reward, you enjoy every action. You can even receive greater rewards than you imagine. How beautiful is that? Because I'm telling you, this energy who's coming in trying to make things right, they're doing it because they're doing it for selfish reasons, like not wanting to be alone, telling their family that, you know, things were going to work out, like telling other women they chose other women. They chose you over other women or other men. They chose other suitors over you. And because they saw that these other suitors were not for them, like they're just like, oh, this person doesn't even have anything going, like they're boring, like they just complain all the time, they're trying to take from me, so I need to get out of here. And so I definitely think that, like, you know, getting out of that energy of really understanding that if you really want to do something for someone, don't expect a reward and don't expect like a pat on the back. Like, you don't get rewarded for doing the right thing. And then this second one that we have, it says take action on your today. No, it doesn't. It says take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. And so this definitely goes along with okay, let me get these 2 before I get, you know, too crazy. Okay, and then I have relinquish self-importance. Personal importance, or taking things personally, is the maximum expression of selfishness because we can make the assumption that everything is about me. Okay, and then the last one is become immune to poison. The world can gossip about you, and if you don't take it personally, you're immune. You're immune. Immunity to poison in the middle of hell is the gift of second agreement. Oh, this pours out to my heart because these things are keys to success. Like taking action and not expecting a reward. That's going to give you a bigger reward because you're going to get something that you weren't even expecting. So put it this way. If you wanted to, if there was a lottery and there was like a lottery for whoever dances the best, and you're just like, I just like to fucking dance, I don't even give a fuck about the reward, and you go out there and you shake your ass and you move your shit and you fucking win, you didn't expect a reward, but you got the reward at the end, and the reward is like fucking, I don't even know, whatever you want it to be, like tickets to Aruba, like whatever it is. And so don't expect a reward. Taking action on your ideas. So you being in your head and contemplating all day doesn't take any action. So if you want a reward and you want to be rewarded for your actions and you want to try to figure out how to make things work, you have to test trial and error. That's why I was saying there's a difference between people who are confident and the people who are insecure. People who are insecure don't take enough chances. People who are confident took more than enough chances to talk to you like this. So definitely take actions on, you know, your ideas because you're going to be creative and you're going to see the rewards if you take action. And this is take action twice. So if you don't take action, you better not cry to nobody. You don't cry to nobody. You don't say, I tried to do this. They didn't let me do this. I wanted to do this. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. You shouldn't say shit, because if you don't take action and you're not trying in every single way, especially in a situation where you might be able to fail, but you haven't failed yet, like, you prolonging the time is going to make the situation fail. But if you currently and constantly show that energy, it's going to show up, and it's going to show whatever situation that you're in, that they can match your energy. But it's not even about that. So relinquish self-importance. So I think this was a great one, because a lot of people always think it's about them. They're like, oh my God, today I missed the bus and things were horrible. And, you know, I just decided to call you. And immediately they're like, okay, so what does that have to do with me? Or how does that affect me? And it's always about me. And if you only worry about yourself, stop expecting things from other people. You're already doing everything for yourself. So why are you expecting anything else from anybody else? You literally have to be like, and I know what, because sometimes I do it too, but sometimes you have to sit back and like, well, I made these decisions. Well, what can I do to be better? Stop focusing on the negative so much and focus on how you can be better, because you have the ideas in your head, but you don't think that they'll work because you don't trust yourself, because you haven't tried enough. So here's the equation, since you guys are fucking missing it. People who, if you want to be more confident in making decisions in your life and also being more intuitive with yourself and knowing yourself, you need to make more chances. You need to create more chances for yourself. You need to take action, think things clearly, be around people who have the similar mindset, or a mindset that's not going to be detrimental to you, the goals that you want to achieve. And yeah, like literally it's simple things that you can do. But if you don't take action, you 100% lose. But if you do take action, at least you know what doesn't work, and it gives you more information to try again. And then become immune to the poison. And this goes back to, you guys care about what everybody thinks about you, but yet they don't do nothing for you. And let me put it into a bigger sense, because some of you guys need dramatic ass explanations to understand. You caring about people, and how you come off to people, and how, you know, when you got it and you post a cute picture and they fuck with you and, you know, shit like that. You're like, oh, I posted a cute picture. You know, somebody attractive hit me up, or someone like reached out to me and everything like that. But you see, when you don't post nothing, they don't hit you up. But you're so concerned about being like, oh, I have to be this person so people can hit me up, so people know what I'm doing, so they can keep tabs on me. I want to let people know that, like, I'm also involved in their life and I care about their life. But they don't give a fuck about you. And even if they do check on you, it's for something that they want from you. It's not you. It's not you. They don't care about you for you, and you're trying to impress people who don't care about you. You're trying to impress people. You're trying to water poison ivy so it can grow around you, so you can fucking be infected, so you can be itching and miserable all the time, because you're trying to keep up with their expectations, and because you know what I'm saying. And so that's all I'm going to say. I do want to get one more. Become a white magician. All magic you possess is based on your word. You can cast spells all the time with your opinions. You can either put a spell on someone with your word, or you can release someone from a spell. So with that being said, I love you guys. Let me know if you have any more questions or things that you want to see. I do have to use the bathroom, so I am kind of like, you know, antsy. But yeah, if you like this video, be sure to follow me on Not Your Average Coco on Instagram. And if not, be sure to come back to see me when I post my videos. Be sure to leave a like and give a subscribe. And I love you guys so much. Thanks. Bye.